Range fans, I'm back at it. That's right, I'm back out here on the 50-yard line, rimfire range, with Eley team ammunition. Yep, I must be glutton for punishment. I'm glad I got thick skin because man, did I get criticized for talking about sorting 22 ammunition. I'm going to wrap this series up. I'm just going to wrap it up. All the email I've gotten to tell me how wrong I am and how much I'm wasting time, how much I'm wasting my energy. The one thing no one ever speaks about is how much fun I must be having. Because I tell you what, I'm having a ton of fun. That's right, sorting ammunition, shooting the ammunition, recording the results for the Range Fans and Reloaders Network. So in the Eley team sorting, there's two previous videos. In those two previous videos, I had out the Christensen arms and also the CZ455 and the PDC custom chassis. In the first video, I sorted by rim thickness. The Christensen, the rim thickness was 0.38 and 0.39. I shot two groups, 20 rounds apiece. We're going to do the same thing today, but I did this Star Wars style. I started with the ending in mind. So you've seen the best groups. You've seen them sorted by rim thickness. You've seen them sorted by weight. And now I'm just going to shoot them unsorted. I'm going to pull them directly out of the box. I'm going to shoot 40 rounds on target. You'll see it. We'll pull them directly out of the box. You'll see it all on camera. But before I do, let me tell you about the groups of the previous videos, just in case you don't want to go back and watch those. The Christensen arms, the average group size between the .38 and the .39 sorted by rim thickness was 0.664. In the CZ PDC Custom, rim thickness 38 and 39, shot a 0.511. Then I went on to the second video and I sorted by rim thickness and also by weight. The weight was 51.7 grains. The Christensen arms, for both rim thickness and also weight of 51.7 grains, turned in a 0.656. The CZ PDC custom chassis turned in 0.502 sorted by weight and rim thickness. Again, I want to read out those group sizes. The group sizes of just rim thickness was 0.664 for Christensen, 0.511 for CZ. For weight and rim thickness sorting, 0.656 for Christensen, 0.502 for the CZ PDC custom chassis. Meaning the more that I have sorted, the better the group got in average, right? The better the group got in average. I'm out here on a beautiful Lord-given day today. Nice sun down range, no wind, 0. And we have them unsorted. We'll see how I do. Record it all on camera and take the heat. Let's get to it. This time for a target, I have the ARA factory class target, but it's set up exactly as it was previously. You can see the two 2-inch green dots. Then we'll move down to what I call the baby makers, the 1-inch dots, right? And I'm going to do that on both rifles. Let's get it going. All right, range fans, I got the downrange camera going. I got 20 rounds loaded up in the 13-round magazines. Tell you a little bit more about that later. But it's an alteration to some CZ, default CZ magazines that give an extended base plate. But anyways, 20 rounds. We're going to go 5 on each target, starting with the 2-inch targets you saw earlier, then moving down to the 1-inch targets. You guys know how this go. Revolver guy, let's put some rounds on target. Let's see how this goes. Keep your fingers crossed. Come on, rooting for me out there. I know. I need the good vibes. Because I'm going to shoot the best that I can to try to dispel the myth around sorting or not. You know, quite frankly, from the earlier results, the groups were slightly tighter or smaller on the sorted. I don't know if it's small enough or that much of a difference for me in taking the time in sorting, but let's see what the unsorted does, and then maybe that'll help me make up my mind. Here we go, team. All right. And we're going to work our way from the top to the bottom. Crosshairs dead center. Crosshairs clear focus. No warm-up shots. Ooh, shoot high. All right, that's the first 5 recorded. I can tell you with that first shot being a flyer like it was, that group surely does open the unsorted way up. I want to make sure everything is perfect, as perfect as I can get it. So we're going to move down to the second target, right below it. All right, here we go. And the last one on the 2-inchers. Not too bad of a group. I tell you what, though, it's going to sound sick. Nothing like the smell of Eley on a cool, brisk day. Wow. I mean, that sweet smell from Eley, it's just no other ammunition does that. You know what? I want somebody to help me understand, again, myth versus fact. I've heard from many rimfire shooters, some really experienced. A really close friend of mine told me he loves to shoot Lapua because Eley has ground up glass in the priming compound. What do you guys think? I am not sure. I don't know, have no way of telling. Again, I've seen it posted on the internet. I've heard it from some small bore shooters, long-time shooters. Is that true for Eley team? Some say it scratches up your bore after, many thousands of rounds, of course, 10,000, 20,000 rounds. But I don't know, fact or fiction. So let's take the next 10 shots on the crybaby makers. 1-inch target with rimfire, enough to make a grown man cry, at least enough to make me cry. Here we go. No muscling of the weapon. All right. 10 shots, folks. Here we go. Nice and relaxed. Shoot the best groups I can. All unsorted. You saw them come right out of the box. God dang it. This is number 5, I think. Yeah. Is it shooting high and right? It is shooting a little right. Yeah, it's shooting a little right. Let's go to the last target for the CZ and the PDC custom chassis. Folks, I really, really dig this PDC custom chassis. Nice weight, aluminum made. Man, it is just a fantastic chassis. I had to do nothing to it. The CZ455 receiver with the Lothar Walther barrel sat right down in it. No adjustment at all. They send you everything you need. I really like the thumb rest here on the side. I don't know. It feels natural. Feels really good. Anyways, last 5 shots. And let's see what we can do. This is going to be the tightest group of the day. I'm buckling down. I'm putting them all through one hole. All through one hole. Buckling down. All right, there you have it, folks. 5 rounds. Eley team, totally unsorted, directly out of the box. You've got 20 rounds on target down there. We'll measure the groups when I get home and see what the average is and compare them to the sorted. Now, I'm going to move on to the Christensen Arms Ranger 22. Be right back, folks. All right, range fans, you know the deal. We got the Christensen Arms 2 Ruger magazines loaded up with 10 rounds. Yes, it uses Ruger magazines. On the channel somewhere, I do have a review of this thing, and you can follow the history of it. We're going to take 20 rounds, put them on target, and compare it to the CZ, compare it to the weight and rim thickness sorted, and then just the rim thickness sorted. When I get home, I'll measure the groups for you all. And at the end of the video, watch all the way to the end, because at the end of the video is where I will show the comparison of the targets and what the average sizes were. Hey, by the way, I also want to thank you guys for being such a great group of people. I was joking around a little bit about the thick skin at the beginning of the video because I did take quite a bit of heat around weight sorting. You know, there are people that say, hey, we figured this out. You're stupid for trying this. I've been called every name underneath the book. And I tell you, Marine Corps boot camp will help you with that name calling. Eventually you get to where just rolls off your back, just like water off a duck. So let's put 20 rounds on target through the Christensen Arms Ranger 22 and see how we do. Fun, fun, fun. All right, got her sighted in. One thing I will say, this trigger is light. Ooh, man, high and left. Still high and left. I guess those are warm-up shots, I suppose, but that's why I shoot 20 rounds, folks. And this is number 5. And number 5, let's go down to the second 2-inch target. See what we can do here. Here we go. All right, we're on the second 2-inch target. Three. Number 4. And number 5. The group's tightening up a little bit, but you know what? I think I'm going to make a scope adjustment, I think, here. I can't tell if that's, I think that's right. Just a little bit of windage adjustment. All right. See, that's what happens when you use a whole lot of different scopes. Yeah, because they can adjust different ways. All right, let's see here. Oh boy, here we go. Did I rack one? Nope, I didn't. Here we go, range fans. On that 1-incher. Probably should make an elevation adjustment too. That's 4. And number 5. Check it out. Unsorted Eley team. Wow. This thing seems to be warming up to it. Let's not screw it up and keep it going. Keep that barrel warm. All right, here we go, folks. The last 5 rounds of the sorted debate. I don't know. Why don't you guys comment down below and tell me if you sort or not. And, let's keep the camaraderie going. Talk about whether sorting is good or not for you. I am still not sold on it. I'm not quite so sure. It's either sort something like Eley team ammunition, which is kind of like middle of the road, or just go buy $20 a box ammunition, something like Eley 10X. I don't know. What would you rather do? I'm still not quite sure. I also want to thank the folks that have joined me over at dayattherange.com in the 22 challenge. I got 2 challenges, by the way, going on over there. 2 challenges are a hostage challenge, which is pretty neat, includes a timer and 90 seconds. Then I got the best group challenge. Folks, I had 4 entries this week. 4 new entries from all over the globe. We're up to about 155 people that are involved in this contest at this point. And for the ones that have already joined, shoot another target. You got your own website, for goodness sake, that you can point people to. It is your own page. If you join this challenge, you get a page right off of dayattherange.com. Only your beautiful pictures of your rifles, ammunition you're shooting, the targets that you're shooting, and your score show up on your page. Thanks for joining me. Let's put these last 5 rounds downrange. All right. Woo-hoo! Wow, nice. The Christensen arms is warming up. Hey folks, there you have it. I have no idea what these groups are going to measure like, but you know, considering it being Eley team, I'm pretty pleased with it. I tell you folks, again, join me over at Day at the Range. Join this 22 challenge. See what you can do with your favorite rifle. Let's compete across the globe. We've all been locked down for quite some time. Spring is coming about. Look at this beautiful, beautiful weather that the good Lord upstairs has provided us. Get out with your family. Have some fun on the range. Folks, I couldn't go home with a few rounds left in a box. We might as well empty out. That's the last box of Eley team, but this time with the old Gemtech suppressor. We're going to see where Eley team prints on target downrange with the Gemtech suppressor. See how quiet it is. Oh, a little quiet time. Did it shoot low? Shot high. Folks, with this suppressor on, I have the crosshairs on target right between, on the circle, the ARA target, right between the two 1-inch targets down below. So I've got the 1-inch targets on each side, and then I've got the ARA target in the center, and it's shooting one complete target up. No adjustment at all. That's kind of, man, that's odd. But it changed the characteristics or the whip of the barrel. I know what's going on. I just didn't expect it to be that far off. Oh, quiet. Not too bad. I tell you what, there's no fun like an accurate, quiet rifle out on the 22 rimfire range. Mr. Revolver Guy, signing out. That's right, range fans. This series is going to mimic Star Wars. starting with the ending in mind. I started out with sorted groups. I'm aware of that. This is sorted by rim thickness. Then we are going to move on to sorted by rim and weight. And then the last video will be totally unsorted. Now, the Christensen Arms Ranger 22 with .38 rim thickness, the average group size was 0.612. Then we moved to an average rim thickness of 0.39 with the Christensen Arms Ranger 22 and shot a 0.717 inch average group. Moving on to the Franken CZ, the CZ 455 with the Lothar Walther barrel and PDC custom chassis, the .38 rim thickness came in at an average group of 0.454 inches. And last but not least, the .39 rim thickness with the CZ 455 Lothar Walther barrel turned in a .569 inch average group. So it turns out this data says these rifles, both rifles, like the .38 rim thickness ammunition better than the .39. Moving on to the weight and rim thickness sorting. The Christensen turned in a 0.714 on the first grouping, and on the .38 rim thickness, also sorted by weight at 51.7 grains, the Christensen turned in a 0.598. Then we move on to the CZ PDC custom chassis, .37 turned in a 0.530, and the .38 turned in a 0.475. I'm going to average these all up together and see what the averages come out like and show them at the end. Let's move on to the unsorted. Now we move into all unsorted Eley team. The Christensen Arms turned in a group size of 0.724, and the CZ turned in a group size of 0.680. Remember, these are the results from my rifles: CZ 455, Christensen Arms Ranger 22. I'm not going to go through the numbers. Is it myth or is it fact? Is it worth sorting 22 ammunition or not? This was also done with Eley team ammunition, what I consider to be middle of the road. Now I need time to go load up my 12 gauge to protect the home front. Mr. Revolver Guy, signing out.